superstar. You're out here dancing the polka, fucking.
I deal with depression a lot. That's why I was in the mental health facilities, and I deal with like suicidal tendencies. Please call 988 if you ever have a problem. You can also chat on the 988.
Is that a hotline?
That's the suicide hotline if you ever have trouble. Also, you can do. Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah, tell us more. Tell them what to do.
And you can also use the chat line so they don't have your information. I always use a fake name when I use it. I'm always Mickey.
Mickey?
Yeah, that's me.
How many times have you called the suicide hotline?
Not lately. I kissed the girl a couple weeks ago. Let's go.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
And I did a honk.
Wow. My goodness. What funeral home did you kiss this girl at exactly? No, where were you when you kissed a girl?
On the back of her car at a cider cave.
Wow, in the back of her car?
No, on the back of her car. She had like a PT Cruiser, so I was like, lean back. And I had it right here. I thought he was about to play sad music again. I was like, damn!
Yeah. Wow. Did you take her to dinner? Did you go to...
Yeah, we went to
TBI Fridays?
Yeah, we went to Oh, man, I'm so good at this shit. We went to Terry Black's.
Oh.
And they hooked it up, dog. It was good. She didn't like banana pudding. That was a red flag.
Oh my goodness. Big red flag. Who cares if she...
Sweet tea. She had that?
No, if you drink sweet tea, it might be boring. I don't know. Unless you're in the audience, I love y'all.
Have you ever tried a sweet tea lemonade, or as Grinch calls it, in lighter woods, perhaps? He thought that got a big laugh. I got laughs up here. I love it. So Drew, you kissed a girl on the back of the PT Cruiser, and then what? Were you like, you want to take this back to my place, and did it just end there? Like, well, how did that night end for you?
I was like, hey, let's go get ice cream somewhere. You know, it's hot and heavy. And
It's not heavy.
it was hot and heavy. And she
Oh,
said,
it was hot and heavy.
yeah, hot and heavy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Enough about her. How was the moment?
Dog, I felt like one of those man 2-0 guest stars, just like.
I don't know what that means.
Like, you know when you're like a
210 is only awesome if you've had a traumatic brain injury.
They don't play poker. Anyway, but then she was like, I gotta go watch the newest episode of Big Brother. And then she left.
Okay. Sounds like a perfect first hang to me. Was she a bigger girl?
No!
Skinny?
Yeah!
Tall? Black lipstick?
No! I see what you're doing there. 350, no!
Yes, that's how we get them out. True dick hits, ladies and gentlemen. How about a big laugh? We got him. Get out of here. It's not going to get any better than that. You know what? Let's get another one of our regulars up here. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say superstar, I fucking mean it. An absolute freak of nature. This is a brand new man from the undeniable Cam Patterson. You know what? We're gonna wait for that. We'll get to a bucket pool. We'll do a bucket good cheese Louise. Probably every day I say that at some point. Do you say haven't seen Bessie soon?
No, that's too funny.
So give us some of the nicest things you've ever done.
Growing up, I'd serve for a lot of girls, for like older people. I did that all.
Serve if you
Yeah,
know
I was just serve ass.
that ass up, is that what you said?
You know, at this point. But, no, just like church stuff.
Did priests ever get touchy with you back in your altar boy days?
I was, yeah.
But if you were an altar boy now,
Oh, I'd have so much ass for the priest. Dude, I would be killing it in the church.
absolutely. Put it right in your Holy Spirit. Let's talk about the dark side of Roman Schmidt, Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Cheese Louise. What's some of the meanest or nastiest things you think you've ever done in your life? What pops in your head?
Sometimes when I sort of sleep at night, I'll sit out in my apartment, and I'll shoot the almost walking by.
Have you ever thought that maybe they're on to you?
No, it started after them calling me that, so.
Everything's tied to the homelessness. It's like, have you ever taken one down to the Rainy Street Bridge, perhaps?
I don't know yet, because I find out. But that was all. The river, I mean, that's been nice. No, it's just, you know, late at night, trying to sleep, close to it, walking by, they piss me off sometimes.
How do they piss you off? This time?
Well, maybe that does.
Oh, right in their tracks. You'll never be locked into a long-term contract, so you can cancel anytime. Pricing is transparent, affordable, and less than $1 per day. No hidden fees. This is a U.S. News report for 5 years running hours. Best customer service according to Newsweek. It's easy to install and activate your save system in less than an hour or choose professional installation with recordings and measurements. Save system plus a free annual security. Your site is the best protected. Just visit simplysafe.com/opportunity and simplysafe.com/opportunity to know save. Ladies and gentlemen, it must be that time. One of the most esteemed regulars in the show's history. I present to you the force of nature in Hashem Patterson.
I'm trying to act this shit. I've been going on auditions. I ain't got shit yet. They don't put me in with a different nigga. Every time I apply for roles, they always, I just can't be nobody but myself. I applied to be a British movie a couple days ago. That didn't go good at all. I like them. Don't do that. Team come here, pussy. It wasn't a good time. I also don't make that decision. I originally told you I bought a 2000 Acura, and I was a dumbass choice. I should have did that. I do like my car, though. My car, no, I like it a lot. My car is pretty cool. My car like a thug, you know what I'm saying? Like old cars and thugs in my mind. My car is a new car, got shot. It's shitty like shit. New cars is pussy. That shit like a 2024 car, pussy. If you get like a Tesla, they probably beep a lot before you put your seatbelt on. Please. Put your seatbelt on when you gon' die. In that 03 Acura, you don't put the seatbelt on. Before you wanna die, let's die. Let's go, nigga.
It is true. Everything you said is true. Ours is pussy. Some notes here.
That beep for shit. My car don't beep for shit. Don't even tell me when the gas get low. They be like, you see the sign, nigga. You see the little bitch. They don't tell me nothing. I like that, dude. I like it a lot, bro. It just broke down a couple days ago and trying to piss me off. But I gotta start at this with a screwdriver now. I'm having a good time.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it. This was stolen? No. No, I didn't steal it. It's not a stolen car. I bought the car. It might be stolen.
That's true.
But it's my car now.
It's a new car.
No, it's all three. I was the same one.
It is. Yeah.
It's real shit.
Wow.
You don't think I be playing with my car?
Stay true. It's like the movie.
If y'all don't know, that's a slave movie. White people got to watch it. If y'all like, what's going on here? Who is a slave movie? You understand that, Tyler? Hell yeah. That's a Tyler right there. That's a definite Tyler. It's a damn show Tyler. I know a Tyler when I see one for sure. Hell yeah. That's our Armando right there.
That is Armando. Over here, close. What is your actual name, sir?
Oh shit.
What's your middle name?
They try to hide this shit. Can't hide this shit for long, but you Mexican, my nigga. That's all. That's good. Prince.
Switch was real. I think that's probably the reason why you need a screwdriver. Old Clemente Garcia in there trying to get it started. I love it. Man, that's the meaning. You gotta go on auditions. You have to send them in on tape.
Yes. I just sound like me. That's the problem. What? I just sound like me, so I can't. It's hard. It's tough. I mean, I don't know, nigga.
This is crazy.
I don't be all burning. He be like, man, do this shit. I be like, all right, so man, I try to get away with it.
Stupid shit like that. It's unbelievable. Here's a little behind the scenes for you guys. This fucking Kansas superstar. He's gonna draw. He can sell tickets at any point in any city at any time. So these managers and agents, they fucking cry. They're like, oh, you're super coach, 10% of ticket sales. My God, and then they have you exhausting yourself selling in tapes. This video is recorded on your couch.
I got a top box.
So you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, who's reading with me? What's on everybody for the girl? Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is.
What's like the music mostly just that is like what are the characters doing?
I'm trying to do a Bruce show. A Bruce. But I couldn't do a Bruce voice.
It was like for an animated.
Yeah. I mean, I like the fucking head. I don't make it worse than that. That's great.
Trying to figure those Cosby beeping and shit.
I could really be like a brown head. I see that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They want to do some lines.
Yeah, let's do some lines. Absolutely.
What the fuck was that, right, man? That Law and Order thing?
This is a Hollywood detective.
Oh, let me be a doctor.
You want to be a doctor? Be a doctor music. Like not the patient. Okay. Oh man, just been waiting for this doctor. Why do they always take so long? It's like some scam or something. What's up, you fucking kidding?
I got some. Oh, shit.
No way you're the doctor.
Yeah, I went a lot of medical school for this, man. It's been a long time coming.
Where did you go to medical school, sir?
Bethune-Cookman
I
University.
will die before you talk to me any longer, doctor.
Wait, hold on, wait. I got you resolution, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got cancer for a nigga.
Oh, shit. Well, doctors,
That was exactly how Christina found out.
hello, babe. Yeah, bad news. I just got back from the doctor. I have cancer in the pancreatitis node. Oh, hey, what the heck is
The fuck?
That is you after breaking your arm. Oh my god, that is unbelievable. One more time. We sometimes use it when the topic is it sounds really bad. Thank you, doctor. So unprofessional. Yo, that shit gay as fuck. That shit gay as fuck. I was talking to Falcon too. Cam, you are unbelievable. Week after week. Your energy, your sense of humor, it's off the fucking charts. One more time for Cam Service. Unbelievable. Taking over the world. Bunch of great stuff coming around the corner from him. But we found him out of the bucket. The next Cam Patterson could be next. Make some noise for Mike Ivy. We're gonna beat them all together.
Hey, comedy mothership. Oh my god, Austin, Texas, New Orleans, stand-up comedy. Great to be here. Only way this place could be better if there still was a Chick-fil-A. Love a Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. Oh my god. Religion has done some bad stuff, but Chick-fil-A is not one of them. Alright? Oh yeah, love it. Why can't there be more fast food restaurants based on actual cult? Come on. Get some Scientology tacos, yummy. How about a Jehovah's Witness DoorDash? Come on. Oh, fuck Chick-fil-A, if you do that at Chick-fil-A, free holy water. Thank you very much. My name's Mike. Thank you.
So stupid, but it did make me laugh a lot there at the end because that's Chick-fil-A customer. My red man had a real fucking, he just flies because he is our senior fast food correspondent, and it is an extremely well-known fact. And I think you know where I'm going. You're looking like you're trying to think, be curious, but no, there's a Chick-fil-A 2.5 blocks away from here.
Oh, I know.
In fact, breaking news, Michael Gonzalez, will you hold that up? The entire crew ate Chick-fil-A before
Goddamn right. You goddamn right. Because Jesus is Lord. That's right. I'm sorry.
Jesus is Lord. But, you know, how long have you lived in Austin?
About 3 years.
3 years. You know, so there's a way to get into that. Same thing. I say, right here. Down the street, you ever look for a Chick-fil-A?
No, yeah, I was going to do another joke, but then I didn't have water back there, and that joke requires me to do a lot of breath work, and I'm not going to do that.
The joke that you were going to do requires you to do a lot of breath work. There was no water back there.
No water back there.
Really?
Heidi had a liquid death back there, but I didn't want to do that because that would be creepy and my drink. So I was like,
Wait, that would be
Heidi had a liquid death back there, and I was like, can I have that liquid death? And then it was like, I think that's Heidi. And I was like, I want it so much, but no.
I see. It was an already open can of liquid death.
She kissed it with her mouth full.
I don't think that actually happened.
It's true. That is a fact. I did not lie.
She saw her kiss it.
There's a liquid death back there. I said, can I have some of that liquid death? Because I've been changing things. I asked the guy who's the assistant.
And you're like, can I have some of that open liquid death?
I asked for water first. They were like, I don't have any water. I'm like, goddamn, water. And there's liquid death there. I'm like, can I have that liquid death there? And they were like, it's Heidi. So I was like, wow, that is so creepy.
So if you can't put water back there, you get someone just ran across the street and uses their fucking
Oh, God, I got somebody fired.
No, it's a good thing to have that if we don't. Sometimes I have to. It's always from little Christy, everybody.
Oh my God.
Adorable small Chris here. Yoni's right here, woman. Here's some fresh can of liquid death. We had Heidi scored in it right before. Go ahead, drink some water. I want to move that tap back a little bit. Got caught on your very normal sized lips. Nothing different about those lips. Oh my God. Red man, you've outed us. Okay.
So wait, are you saying, because I'm trying to figure this out here, you're saying that you didn't know that there are Chick-fil-A?
Okay, the Chick-fil-A joke has been doing well, so I was like, I'll do the Chick-fil-A joke, whatever. That's what I was, you know.
You normally do that joke in a city that does, because your setup was, they gotta have a they should have a Chick-fil-A here.
I was trying to make it in the moment, right? So I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? Good to be here, you know, because it is good to be here. And it'll take a second for them to get used to my fucking cadence, because I'm a fucking weirdo. Because, okay.
You don't need that.
Okay.
And you said you did the Chick-fil-A joke because you were doing that? Is that what you said?
No, I did the Chick-fil-A joke because it was my backup joke. I called a Peyton Manning audible. I was like, Omaha, I fucking pulled out.
Peyton Manning wins when he
I did okay! That was a 7. That was a solid 7.
It's a fun episode where the people are arguing about how good they did. That's a very rare treat. No, Tony, I did good. These are not the Jedi you're looking for. Oh yeah, here's a big jump bug. I'm regular now. I'm retarded. Great stuff. It's totally working, everybody. Oh wow, look at this. It's the. All right. Very good.
Sorry.
All right. So, how long been on Santa?
Oh, too long. 14 years. I started. Oh yeah, that's right.
How long been on Santa?
Oh, too long. 14 years. I started. Oh yeah, that's right.
Whoa. Whoa. 14 years of okie dokie. Where have you been doing 14 years of stand-up at?
Well, I told the story before, but I started out in Cleveland, Ohio. I started out because I was doing speech therapy. So
You told this story here before?
I didn't tell this story. This part of the story I did not tell. I started out doing comedy as speech therapy because I couldn't be in a room full of people. I couldn't talk in front of people. I said, I need to fight this demon. I went to exposure therapy. Stand-up comedy, one of the hardest things to do. People don't like talking in front of people. I was funny. I know how to write, but I couldn't talk, so I started doing stand-up comedy. So I was medically bad at stand-up comedy. And then eventually, people noticed my writing as I got better. I started getting paid. I went to Pickwick and Frolic in Cleveland, Ohio. I've worked there. I've been on that stage more than any other comedian in history. I stayed there way too long.
It was an open mic.
No. I started working there. My first time wasn't open mic.
Like
Hilarious, yeah.
Got
Nick
it.
Costas, yep.
And you were on that stage more than what?
Any other comedian in history.
Who told you that?
You know how I know I was there more than any other stand-up comedian in history?
How?
Because I was there more than any other stand-up comedian in history, Tony. I was there way too much. I know what the fries talk. I know everything about that fucking phone. I know where the bodies are hid. You know what I mean? Like, I know where there was a rack there one time. I know a whole fucking thing. I've been there way too much. I overcommitted to that club. I loved it. You know, whatever.
You ever have a TBI?
What's that? What's TBI?
Exactly. It's a traumatic brain injury.
Oh, maybe. Actually, maybe.
You recognize this song? It's the TBI song.
That actually may have happened.
What does that mean? How does it maybe happen? How do you know?
When I was a kid, I bumped my head.
You got
Yeah.
the TBI. The best damn band in the land.
Hell yeah.
Their improvisational skills. How did you two just do that at the same time like that? You guys like wrote that? Holy shit. Goodness gracious.
This place fucking rules, by the way.
We know, we're here every Monday.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Goddamn right.
Welcome. You might be at a Chick-fil-A next week going, man, I just wish I was in a city where there was a Kill Tony taping. Mike, before I let you go, anything else crazy about your life that would surprise us? Do you ever do anything nuts? Do you have any special skills or talents other than being the most comedian at hilarities in Cleveland ever? Which is very highly up for debate, but we're gonna let you have it. It existed for decades before you were ever there.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Did you ever?
But they need a black comedian that can cross over. It's very interesting how politics work in comedy clubs.
Not here. No, I'm kidding.
Please like me. Oh my God, please.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't get a little joke book. Can I get a little one? Please.
You don't get to ask for it, but you know what? Since you asked, we're gonna give you an extra tiny one. There he goes. There it is. Mike Ivy, ladies and gentlemen. He did indeed put it in his mouth. I saw. I'm just not gonna give him the unbelievable attention that he craves. One more time for Mike, everybody. Ooh la la. Heidi's trying to get me liquored up over here. We got another bucket pull, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Patrick Cassaday, everybody. Patrick Cassaday. Here we go. Here's Patrick.
Mothership, what is up? So happy to be here. Anybody else ever walked in on your parents having sex when you were a kid? 17 times? It gets awkward after 4 or 5. Kind of my fault the first time. They asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I was like, I want a watch. So I never wanted a bike more in my life. Speaking of awkward birthdays, I just turned 50, 19 months ago. Turning 50 is not so bad though. There's this new thing called FFBs. You guys heard of this? 50-year-old fuckboys? No? Nobody? Fuck, I'm trying to get this going for 19 months. Actually, here's some bad news, guys. My dad died recently. I I've been having a hard time trying to talk about it with my black friends because I don't want to think I'm appropriating their culture by not having a black father. I'm just kidding. I don't have any black friends. No. That's my time, guys. Thanks so much.
Patrick Cassidy. Welcome to the show, Patrick.
Thank you, Tony.
How long you been doing stand-up?
This is my 20th time.
20th time.
3 months, about 3 months.
3 months. So 20 times in 3 months. What made you want to start now? 51?
51 years old, correct.
What made you start now?
My dad and I...
It's okay. Tell the real story.
I know, I don't want to cry though. My dad got real sick.
If you cry, it'll make the whole audience fall in love with you. It'll be great. Trust me. Just look out there to the people. Don't just turn towards me. Lift up your hat a little bit, Patrick. There you go. Now tell us why you started stand-up.
My dad had a stroke right after the vaccine.
Oh.
And I've been taking care of him for the last 3 years, 24/7. And he made me promise. We always watch Kill Comedy together. It's one of the things that we did every Monday. And a lot of stand-up comedy. Just we didn't want to cry, we wanted to laugh. So he made me promise when he passed that I'd come out here and I'd do this. And he passed in April. So I bought a RV and a truck and I towed it out here about 2 months ago, and I've been signing up ever since.
Wow! That's an amazing fucking story.
Thank you.
Wow! I guess. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You fucking changed your life?
Yeah.
Fucking do this?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually, I'm leaving on the 10th to go back to Sacramento and sell my house, and then I'm moving back out here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, wow. I have a couple questions here.
Crazy.
How soon after he got this totally trust the science
Yeah.
vaccine,
1 week. 1 week. He had a massive
1 week
stroke.
afterwards, and coincidentally,
Yeah.
as safe as it was.
Lost his ability to walk, the fingers over wheelchair, the feet.
Isn't it funny how we hear stories like that all the time on this show, but you'd never hear it from the mainstream media at all? With real human beings, with real lives, we hear it here all the time. What an anomaly. Tony draws people that, draws a certain type of people that talk about injuries from the vaccine that many companies and government things made mandatory for humans to get. How crazy is that?
Yeah, I didn't get it, so I'm knowing I know about it. I know what's in there.
Right. So 1 week later, your dad has a stroke, and you said that he said, when I die,
Yeah, he made me promise that I'm out here.
you'll go do Kill Tony.
So I watch Kill Tony in the room and I'd be like, oh, Austin's a place for comedy, man. I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there.
Do you think that that's because he didn't want to see you stand up? That he would request that when he only
He's been watching my stand-up since I was 6 years old, so he's a big fan. Yeah.
So he's been watching you be a funny guy
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
You have brothers and sisters?
A bunch of steps, but nothing. Half brother in Canada.
Bunch of steps. That's Red Band's worst nightmare. So you bought an RV specifically to go to Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Tell us about this RV. Describe it. What did you
30-footer.
What did you give
Seems
up?
nice.
Where did you come from?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. So you buy the RV in Sacramento,
Yep.
and you drove it all the way here.
Yeah, I bought a truck in my dad's name because it's got a better interest rate.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Talk about your crimes.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm giving it back as soon as I get back to Sacramento.
They understand. That's
Put it in your dad's name. It's a stroke of genius.
Yeah. Way better interest rate. Way better interest rate. Stroke of genius. Now I just got the fuck.
Okay. Tell us more about the RV. Does it have any special features or weird things about it?
No, it's pretty standard. My dog, I have a dog, so I got an RV, and they wanted to come out here and rent a hotel or something, so my dog's thrown back in the RV. I know, it's nice.
Do you need the air conditioning on
Oh,
it?
yeah, 24/7.
It's like
Full on,
a terrible
full on.
place to leave a dog.
No, it's 71 degrees in that RV right now, so
Wow. Incredible.
it's nice, so.
was with the fucking... You go, I turned 50
Yeah.
19 months ago.
Yeah.
Like some old fucking dog. Like that's like my aunt's joke about her age. Are you like, I don't want anyone to know I'm 50?
Well, I was telling people I was 2.5 score, but I think they got the wrong idea.
Do you care that you're 51?
No.
Yeah. I mean, look, you're 20 times in.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're gonna do.
Perfect time to start stand-up. Right?
Well, no, it's horrible. It's one of the worst decisions a person can make. But
Yeah, absolutely.
oh yeah, this is. I mean, this most likely will go terrible. But 20 times in means you're like a fetus. Like you.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Hundreds and hundreds of times. But as somebody who's seeing you on your 20th time, you don't have to be like, I'm not really 50. You know, like, just,
Yeah, it's a stupid joke. I'll kill it.
yeah, kill it tonight. Let it die.
Never tell that joke again.
The good news is when you did that joke, your father actually rolled in his grave. So there was some movement seen there.
Well, I got him in the trailer actually doing He's in an Errand. So,
Wow.
but,
I thought you were going to say he's in the 71-degree RV right now. It's incredible.
But it's bold that you're doing this.
Yeah.
It is bold.
Yeah.
And you're doing what you want to do. And I think that's
Thank
great.
you.
Yes.
That is amazing stuff. You set a goal, you're doing it. So you're planning on staying in Austin?
I believe on the 10th, but I'm going to go back, sell my house, and then I'm going to come back here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What were you doing
Yeah.
before?
Before my dad?
Yeah.
Sure. I was doing insurance. Pretty boring.
Yeah, terrible.
Horrible life.
Terrible.
Good money, horrible life.
Amazing. It's amazing. Insurance. What insurance?
PNC, was home and auto,
PNC.
property and casualty.
Alright. Well, how about wife, kids, and
Ex-wife, she just actually flew out here and visited me for a while I was out here.
really?
So, yeah.
She give you some of that ex-pussy?
No, we're just friends now, so
You just what?
we're just friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Do anything?
I mean, you're doing 1,001.
What are you into now? What are you doing now? You invite a girl back to the RV?
I did take a girl back to the RV from the comedy club not too long ago.
Your dog.
On the back of my
What
motorcycle.
the fuck?
Yeah. Ugh. Jay came off on the way home on the motorcycle too. It was pretty embarrassing.
Wait, what'd you say?
So she's a little bit bigger girl, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. Chain came off on the way home on the motorcycle. I had to stop the chain.
Chain came off. The fucking suspension snapped.
She was off the chain. She was off the chain.
Oh my god.
You know who you are.
I like how you said a little bit bigger than
A little bit bigger than me.
Really? Bigger than you?
No, I was kidding.
Oh. Okay. All right, Patrick. Well, you know what? I love the fucking story. The set was very, very, very okay, but not bad for 20 times. But all the amazing stuff that you said, I'm giving you a big joke, but made by the great bones. It's real Texas leather with a lifetime guarantee. We're gonna keep it moving along. You guys still having fun out there? Let's get a couple more quick sets. Make some noise for this bucket pool. Scotty Heim. Scotty Heim. Scotty.
How we doing, Austin? So I'm from the Midwest, and senior year of high school, I had a buddy of mine move from Compton to Iowa. And, you know it's tough in Iowa when Compton's just a little better. He moved back after 2 years battling potholes. He decided to go back and fight the Bloods. He's a Chris from Compton, and it was better to fight the Bloods than live in Iowa. Yeah. Does anybody here have conservative friends that love Latinas? It would make you think the border situation is a little less than a crisis. Like the ideal situation would be like a Mexican glory hole. Like I'll fuck you, but stay on that side of the wall, you know? Thank you guys.
Scotty Heim. There you go. Hi, Scotty. How are you?
Good, how you doing,
It's your
Tony?
first time on the show, right?
It is. First time in Austin.
I love it. Where are you visiting from?
From
Iowa.
Quad Cities, yep, Iowa.
And how long have you been in town?
Since Friday.
Okay. You done anything fun? Anything good happen?
Most fun thing we've done is go to a gay bar, so
Okay. What happened at the gay bar?
it was a great time.
Okay. What?
No Tony jokes. He wasn't there, promise.
I was.
But it was all.
No. Okay, go ahead. Why don't you tell us what actually happened at the gay bars?
I can't tell you. I don't remember the name of it, but three
You had so
stories.
much fun that you don't remember.
I forgot. I mean, you know, you do all that and
What did you do?
dance. I hopped in the dance circle.
What did
and
you do? What song did you dance to? You remember that?
all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us something else?
I got tons of loads of stories to tell you, Tom.
Nice. Very nice.
Loads of stories.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yeah.
We heard that. So, you go to a gay bar, you dance. How does the night end?
In a hotel room with my best buddy, sharing a king-size bed. He organized it.
Perfect. Fucking timing. A red band from 3-point range.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't beat that. That was
You can't.
perfect.
No, that was absolutely perfect. So, how many buddies were in this king size bed?
Just me and one.
Just you and one.
You said buddies.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So it was one?
It was just one, yeah. I promise I'm straight. I promise.
You don't have to be.
I don't have to be, but I promise I am.
And you and your buddy.
Yeah.
Do you do this frequently? You guys do this a lot?
Pillow between the two of
But
us.
do you guys go to gay bars a lot for fun?
That was my first time, and yeah, very impressed.
I would
I
argue.
will be returning, yes.
I would argue that putting a pillow in between you and your buddy makes it more gay than not having a pillow there at all. Like, you guys need to actually build a fucking little fort blockade to fucking keep your dicks away from each other's asses. That's what it takes, is a physical wall.
A barrier, or we don't. After a night at multiple gay bars, like man, the temptation is just growing right now.
Just one gay bar.
Just one,
But
okay.
it was 3 stories, you said.
It was, and we ventured to each story.
I bet you did. I bet
You look like you were teasing the boys that night. That's what the smile said.
No.
No?
No tease.
You were not teasing?
I don't tease.
Well, okay.
You please. Okay, but you were were you dancing with some guys?
No, I was.
You were just dancing by yourself.
There were groups, and I got introduced to the circle.
You were doing the electric slide there.
Yes.
Okay. Was it like that?
It was a lot of friction in the electric slide.
Why don't we see? Why don't you guys give me a little gay music here, and let's see what. Look at the horn noise.
Yeah.
No, I think.
We went.
No, don't sing, dance. Don't sing. They got the music.
We conquered.
No, stop singing. Listen to me. No, keep playing. Keep playing. Don't sing, just dance.
No, man.
Here he is, gay dancing, ladies and gentlemen. Scotty Hine. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. All right, Scotty, that's enough. That's enough. Wow. Master improviser Scotty Hine there with some gay miming. The old gay mime routine. So, what do you do for work, Scott?
I work for Coca-Cola.
Oh, well, not anymore. Unbelievable.
We're inclusive.
What do you do at Coca-Cola?
I'm in sales.
So, amazing. The band is dying of laughter right now. I'm not sure what's going on back there. They must know something. I think something fell out of your thumb when you were dancing. So you're working at Coca-Cola, living in Iowa. Why do you stay in Iowa? What's the point of doing such a thing? You went to the university there,
Born and raised.
and you stay there. What do you just like milk and cornflakes? What's going on?
Cornflakes and milk. Can't beat that combination, first of all. Second of all,
Oh my God.
I hate it.
Very special TBI episode of Kill Tone. This is absolutely incredible. You fell off a trampoline when you were a kid, bumped your head, am I correct?
No.
But you have hit your head very hard before.
Yes.
Yes. What was that, a car accident?
No,
A four-wheeling accident.
Farming equipment?
farming equipment.
It was farming equipment. No? You're just lying to us.
A baseball bat.
Okay, what happened with the What happened with the baseball bat?
I love it.
What happened with the baseball bat?
Not too many head injuries, to be honest. You know, in baseball, how you do the cool, like, baseball bat moves? I tried that one time and I literally struck the back of my head with my own bat.
Wow.
That's like one of the dumbest ways you can do that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I have dumber.
Have you ever thought about surrounding yourself at all times with pillows?
That's why me and my buddy put one between us, yes.
That's right.
I'm 24.
And how long have you been doing it?
This is my 20th time. Man.
Well, wait, that's a second 20th time. That is unbelievable.
I did hear that.
I mean, what are the absolute odds of that? Incredible. Did your father have a stroke after the vaccine?
No. He just struck my arm.
Wow, there you go. Your first joke. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? Just for that, I'm going to put down a little joke book and I'm going to pick up a big one. There you go. You got one joke there at the end. There he goes. He slid into home plate. Just stroked my mother, Scotty High. All right, let's go with one last bucket pull here. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Pat Bautista, everybody. Pat Bautista. Make some noise for him. These people waited all day, everybody.
I just moved here 3 weeks ago, and I like it. It's great. Your moths, they're big and they're intimidating, and I think if they were if they could speak like English, they'd say bro a lot, and I don't get along with the moths here. They're way too big and they're just too much. Okay, so look, I came here to cleanse my the LA out of me. I grew up in LA, and it's gonna be a rough road. When I was third grade, my teacher used to force us to watch his acting room, and he did not have any lines. He just he had like a thick mustache and hair plugs, and we just kind of looked where he got me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bautista here with the Austin Moth Report. Pretty sure what you're seeing are bats. Pretty sure those are bats. What's up with the way? You saw a big moth. Perhaps a butterfly? How do you know it's a moth? Talk into the tip of that microphone.
Okay, it could have been like a baby owl, but it was big. It looked moth-like, you know? It was the same color.
There's huge moths out there for sure.
There's some big moths?
Yeah.
I see them all, like one like this big, look like a little hummingbird.
Where do you see these moths at?
Up north, yeah.
Up north.
Straight.
On the outside of your window?
They come on the patio and they just sit there and get scared.
Wow.
And they got big guy energy, so they just don't move. You know, like...
Are you getting bullied by moths, man? This fucking guy, it's unbelievable, these fucking people. What do the moths ever do to you? What do they do?
I don't know. They just don't. I don't like their attitude. They just don't. They don't move. They're just like you're there, and they don't even like get scared. They're just like, yeah, I'm here. I don't like monsters. I think the match, but it looked like a blood, like a murder scene.
You've killed one before.
No, I was. I don't know. They're big. I don't.
You know, killing a moth is bad luck. Yeah, it's 10 years bad luck, especially if you're Filipino. What ethnicity are you?
Filipino.
Yeah. Damn, that's terrible. I cannot believe that you're Filipino. That is shocking to me, even though You're built like Manny Pacquiao's left leg. This is amazing. How long have you been trying stand-up comedy, Pat?
It's about 10 years.
Whoa. No way.
10 years.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Okay, how long have you been doing stand-up? Let's just answer honestly.
It's been about 10 years.
Start talking like a fucking mop, dude. Show me some mercy. All right, 10 years. Where have you been doing it for 10?
In LA.
Oh.
Again.
Yes.
Where in LA?
Okay.
Comedy store open mics? Where at?
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, you could be a main room regular at the comedy store right now. Okay, that's only funny to us. All right.
Kill Tony.
Yeah.
That's how I did Kill Tony.
You did Kill Tony?
3 times in a row. And then the fourth time I was too. The third time. How it's so deep, it surprised me. And then I went into the parking lot and I just stayed in my car because I didn't like parking. I don't know, I spent. And it was something surprising.
Did you smoke weed before this set?
Huh?
You smoked some weed before this set?
No. You sound like a fool.
Yeah, well, I just want the answer.
Yes, you did.
Okay, all right, good.
But I couldn't handle the ones that
No, because I actually think it's obvious you've been on stage a lot. You're very comfortable on stage. But then when you were just like, I'm talking about moths. Okay.
I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know if I'd get out and just go with my jokes, so I just went with whatever was
You
in my
said that
head.
you've done this show 3 times before in Los Angeles.
That was years
The
ago.
format has never changed, not for a single episode. So when you say you didn't know, what do you mean?
I don't really.
You watched the show
I when I was out there.
and you heard other people before you, right? You were back there, but you didn't know.
I got a little ADD, and so I don't. Certain things don't soak in the brain like.
Do you always just stand up? Be honest.
No, I just start. Well, I mean, yeah. I'm trying to stop. That's the reason why I'm like.
You're trying to stop a what? Comedy?
No, me doing comedy.
We doing comedy.
I believe Cam said that earlier.
Too much weed doing comedy.
We'd be doing comedy. So, Pat, I mean, there's so many questions. The longer this interview goes, the more questions I have. Why is it so hard for you to wait until after your set to smoke marijuana? Why not do your work and then reward yourself?
It was stressful. I'm gonna change because that's the plan. Definitely. No, I am. That was the plan. It was just the
You gotta channel some of that nervousness and anxiety into the performance and don't numb it with anything else. You just do the set and deal with the nerves and the anxiety and all the stress. And then when you get off stage, you'll probably find like it's way different.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Yeah, taking it head on.
Because you'd have a clear head about like the set you were going to plan out for this, and you stay focused on it, and you come out, do your set, and you be tight. It's obvious. I can tell you've been on stage. I can tell. Like, there's other fucking in the picture, right? I could tell they came from the bus stop, and I could tell that you've been on stage a lot. But that's the problem. Like, a lot of the guys we start with, like, they always do shots or drink. If it becomes like a crutch for it to deal with it, it eventually becomes too much. You know what I mean? It overwhelms the performance. So you just, you're a savvy guy, you're funny, you're naturally charismatic, you're very funny. So just smoke weed when you're done, dude.
Yeah. When do you start smoking weed? No doubt about that. You must listen to what Tom just said. You've been doing it 10 years, and I literally thought when you said I've been doing it 10 times, I thought you were going to say times. Because the last two guys have done it 20 times, and you're worse than them. Hey, sorry. I know mobs be scary and all, but I mean, you just didn't have me really.
But the weed is why you're like, I'm gonna, like, fucking these moths are crazy. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's why you did that.
What the fuck? Oh my god. This is fucking
And then you didn't even get to your set, because, like, your set was starting to go.
When do you start smoking? First of all, can I take a guess here? I'm a long time stoner, but I tend to wait at least until after I'm done with work. Can I take a wild guess here and say that you smoke out of a water bomb? Am I correct?
No, that's what got me addicted with the water
Right.
during lockdown. That's what got me addicted.
Okay,
And
what
then
did you smoke today, for example? Got it. What did you smoke today? A joint, a blunt?
Yeah.
It's a very easy question. Okay, a joint.
Somehow I was like thinking about scrams.
It's okay. Where were you when you smoked this joint? Stick with me here, Pat. Very easy questions. Literally couldn't be an easier question. Where did you smoke the weed today? Were you in a car? Were you out back? Here, you were just out back here. Did they already tell you that you were going up and then you
No,
smoked?
I was
Okay.
before. I've been waiting out there for a while. I didn't think
Yeah, no, I know. I know. Yeah, sign up started 4 hours ago. Yeah, I know. That's when you started smoking? And when's the last time that you smoked weed, if you had to guess? About an hour ago, 2 hours ago, or then 4 hours ago when you got here? Yeah, you smoked a couple times.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, it was just not. I did not think I was gonna get picked. I really.
I did not think I was going to get that. I hear a little bit of that Filipino. What do your parents do? What nail salon do they work at? Am I correct?
No.
Okay, what do your parents do for a living?
My parents, my mom's dead.
Oh,
So
damn.
that's pretty much.
Wow. Yeah, that is a full-time job.
That's funny. That's very funny, bro.
Tom is spot on. You're a funny guy. You just need to not...
And the only reason that you got to do it after is that if you start to rely on it, the shows get bigger and bigger. The gets higher and higher. And so, like, if you're doing a huge theater and you don't want to have to be like, oh, I gotta get it. You know, I'm used to smoking before that. It's gonna overwhelm you. You know what I mean? So you gotta perform. I mean, I know some people do perform sober. Perform sober. Get high in the morning if you want to. Get high when you get off stage. Sober. Get high in the morning if you want to. Get high when you get off stage.
There you go. That's why I've been telling Red Band to not drink before the show for 11 and a half years, everybody. Swears he needs it. Can't go without it.
You told your mom?
Yeah.
Mom's dead.
Mom's dead. She died from nail polish poisoning.
There was no nail polish.
How did mom die?
That's Vietnamese, I think.
Wait, what'd you say? Vietnamese?
Doing nails.
What'd you say?
Nails. It's like a more Vietnamese Korean
Chinese.
thing.
That's right. Your mom was a nurse, right?
No, my mom was like a white American mixed.
Okay.
She was
Okay.
a secretary.
Oh, that makes sense. A white woman job. White woman job.
And,
And your dad? Who's your dad?
my dad works for LAX.
LAX. Okay, at the airport.
Okay. What does a Filipino man do at LAX? Baggage?
Oh, traffic. He does the baggage, yes.
There's a fucking Filipino guy in charge of directing the traffic at LAX. No wonder I'm stuck on the jetway for an hour and a half every time. Oh, wait, going that way. No, this way. No, that way. Shit, I fuck up. Oh my god, is that a mob? Oh no, an airplane. I'm sorry, airplane. I thought you were big crazy mob. If your mom is is white. Your dad has to be 180% Filipino, by the way. How you ended up looking like this?
Yeah, well, it's my dad.
Yeah, my dad. Oh, God. I kept you up here. Wait, how long are you in town for?
Oh no, I'm staying here.
I live here now.
You know, I'd love to give you 5 minutes on the secret show.
Are you fucking serious? You're giving him 5 minutes? And the 22-year-old guy that kills every time?
You know, I love the moth material.
There you go.
I'd like you to check his eyes first before he gets
Before I let you go, 10 years of stand-up.
Yeah.
You gotta have something better than all that mock stuff. How many you think we should hear his best joke that he's ever written in his entire life? Ladies and gentlemen, all right, Red Band, very smart. I love what he's pitching to me. Red Band says, if this joke sucks, you don't get to do the secret show.
Oh man. Oh man.
But how about this? If it goes good, you get 6 minutes of the secret show. An extra 60 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 years in the game. Here he is with his best joke ever. It could be as short or as whatever as you want. He's really, you can tell he's still trying to think of what his best joke he's ever written is. Ladies and gentlemen, Stoner, the son of a traffic director and a dead white woman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best joke in 10 years of Pat Bautista.
That one was my top one, okay. I'm gonna need some money. If you go to onlyfilipinomonkeyfeet.com. I got really long toes, and I got some bangers. I got the one where I got holding a banana with my big toe, and then me climbing a tree. And then since it was tax season when I wrote this joke, you know those cute little calculators at the 99-cent store? I got that on the big toe, and then my W-2s on the next, and then the rest receipts with the caption, "I came prepared." So if you got that monkey feet money, I got you.
I'm pretty sure this guy's doing 6 minutes. Good enough. The crowd laughed. You should have ended it a minute sooner. But there he goes. What do you... Alright, Jesus Christ almighty. He's got little monkey hands, too. Pat Bautista. Alright. That was fun, huh? I think there's only one way to end an episode like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long-awaited return. This guy was out of commission last week. I'm sure he's back. Just a bundle of energy. He is a Kill Tony Hall of Famer. He is the record holder for all-time appearances and interviews in the history of the show. Fresh off of more sold-out shows, the man is an absolute machine. In fact, he is a big red machine indeed. I present to you the Vanilla Gorilla, the Memphis Strangler, the Tijuana Tornado, the Vienna Vaginal Vortex. This is Lights Out, William Montgomery.
Tony, just for the record, I'm high as fuck right now, man. Holy shit. Big congratulations to Lizzo. She is now focusing on her health and has lost half of her body weight. Lizzo, I'm sure it feels so much better to be walking around at 450 pounds, you big ass bitch. I can't stand you, bitch! Somebody told me that Hall & Oates broke up. I didn't even realize they were dating. I thought you would like that maybe, Tom. Shit. Hey, Tony, why do you commit when you quit smoking cigarettes and start using pouches?
Zinfidelity. Look, I'm not saying Red Band has monkeypox, but why is his fiance now calling him Honky Kong? Okay, that's my time.
Hell yes. 55 seconds of thunder and lightning. Only he can do it quite like that. Calling Lizzo a straight up bitch.
Yeah, she is nasty, but she is losing weight, so I'm really happy for her. It's gonna add years to her life. Wow. Because the path she was on, I mean, that fucking nasty fat bitch, she was probably dying in, I don't know, 3 fucking years or something. This will probably at least extend her life, I don't know, 15, 20, so. Oh, be good. It seems like she's real successful right now, so. Tom, it's so nice to see you. It's great to see you, buddy. Tom actually took me out. It's the one time I'd asked for so many years if I could open up for people, and Tom, you were the first kind soul to say yes to me, so I still thank you so much.
Absolutely, and it happened at a Kill Tony show.
It happened, yeah. It's the only time on Kill Tony it worked.
Yeah, we had fun, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, I used to hang out with that Filipino dude all the time at the Comedy Store. We used to do cocaine and drink together.
Really?
That's not a lie, yes. So
Is that true?
Yes, I used to get fucked up with that. I forgot his name. I don't even know his name. But yeah, we used to get fucked up all the time at the Comedy Store.
Really? You would?
Yes. I was a mess. I loved it. I love Filipino people.
Yeah.
You really did cocaine with him?
I think we did, yeah. There were a number of people, Tony. I would end up being up all night on Monday nights and just going and do blow at different people's apartment, and they were probably lucky I didn't kill them, or I was lucky I didn't get killed. I don't know. A lot of people could have been killed in that scenario, but nobody was.
You were a wild boy back in the day. I don't think people remember. You know, we've grown a lot in the last couple of years. I don't even think these new fans know what you used to be like.
Yeah, I don't think they realize for a little insider baseball, every Kill Tony you've ever seen me at the Comedy Store, I was having cocaine in my vodka Sprite. Every single Kill Tony appearance at the Comedy Store. So
You like great guests to scratch all the advice that I gave. It's worked out great, man.
Oh my god.
yeah, except this guy hasn't really laughed at anything. I don't know what his fucking issue is. He looks like a fucking little twink over there. He got a little twink table over there. Other than that, and that little fucking pussy right over there. Did you think I didn't see you, you fucking idiot? Did you think I didn't see you? Tom is, I look up to Tom, so don't fuck with me when he's up on the stage, dumbass. You must be one of the idiots talking shit or something. I can tell just by, you're not?
Wow. This guy's been laughing the whole time, William.
Oh, has he?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy that you would attack
I'm
him.
kidding. I apologize. Seriously, I'm sorry.
That guy right there with the long hair and glasses hasn't been laughing at all, though. Oh, there he goes. He started smiling at
Yeah,
me.
he looks pretty strange down there. Have you not been having fun, sir? Huh? What? Yeah, I can hear you, dumbass. I don't know. I was just trying to see if I could actually get you to keep on repeating yourself like an idiot. But yeah, Tony, it is so nice to be back. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed out. I wasn't feeling it, and my voice even right now is totally wrecked. So we'll see. I'm at Mall of America this weekend, Tony, so really looking forward to Mall of America.
What are your plans at the Mall of America?
Probably get on my rollerblades and skate through that motherfucker like Mighty Ducks. I think I'm going to go through it like the Mighty Ducks. That's my goal. So
Is that where they were set out of?
I think.
Is that true? Were they in Minneapolis?
Yeah, I think, right, Red Band? Yeah.
Yeah, Red Band, our senior Mighty Duck correspondent. Wow, so the Mall of America. I've never been to the Mall of America. I've heard about it a lot. Have you been there?
Oh yeah, I've done a couple of weekends there at the House of Comedy. Awesome.
You did?
Yeah, there's roller coasters in the middle of it and stuff. It's fun. People show up.
When was this? When were you headlining the Mall of America?
Like 5 years ago.
Wow. Oh, that's I love it. Amazing. just Tony. I don't know. I think I'm very soon. I gotta chill for a little bit. I feel like the comedy story wonderful. I'm feeling very strong about the comedy, as strong as ever. But I gotta take a little break here soon. I have to take some sort of break, Tony. I'm getting burnt out a little bit.
Is that funny? What's kind of funny about that? You can only imagine what I'm going through right now, you dumb motherfucker. You can only imagine. What's funny about that? Seriously, what was funny about that? Just the idea of me struggling or something and you need to take a little break? Is that what was funny about that? Huh? Is that what was funny? Me kind of struggling a little bit in my life? Yeah? Oh my gosh, thanks, sir. Thanks, you fucking idiot. Look at you. You look quite...
William, have you been on the road a lot?
I have, almost every weekend. It's been a while.
So you've been gigging a ton.
I have been a lot.
Okay, so you're kind of getting burned out from the road?
Yeah, no, it's wonderful, but I just have to take a little break.
You should.
So, yes, sir. Good, and it's been a lot of fun. And please, if you have a birthday, get a cameo, please. But those things they continue to take over my life. I've now done over 7,200 of the motherfucker.
He's literally one of the biggest money makers on all of Cameo.
How much is a cameo?
I end up seeing around, I don't know, $100.
They're $100 a piece?
So do the math on that, you little pussy. You think that's funny?
Yeah. How much is each Cameo?
I think it's $155. I was just getting so many. I've continued to have to do the price up. I was getting 100. I was having 100 to 150 at a time, and that's daunting. That's when I start feeling like I'm going
According
crazy.
to Red Band's calculations, you made $1.1 million.
No, Cameo takes way more than that. No, it's nowhere near that. But because that's not always been the price. But that's just what it is. So you don't really need to do any calculations for a band. I think it'll be hard for you to figure out what I have actually made. Oh, 69!
Wow. Red Band. Now, Willie, one of the things that I find so interesting about you in real life, and this isn't brought up on the show very often, but you're a very thrifty guy. I find you to be kind of like I wouldn't say smart with your money. It's kind of interesting that you do make vast sums of money. You do not spend it much at all.
Pretty frugal tonight. I've just been losing mass sums of money on the stock market. No, I'm kidding. The stock market's been good. Gotta give a shout out to my guy Chief there. He's my financial analyst. I'm not even kidding. Thank you, Chief. I've just been doing that. But
what do you spend your money on? What are some ways that you're not frugal?
I get the real versions of Oreos. I don't get the knockoff versions of Oreos. I get the real fucking versions of the cereal. I don't get the bags of the cereal that the poor people get on the bottom. I don't get that. I get the actual things of cereal. That's kind of it. I don't know. Got a TV, 8 months ago.
Nice one?
Yeah, pretty nice. Like a 45-inch. The battery.
Yeah, that's balling, dude.
But yeah, I don't know, Tony. I'm working on it all.
Okay. Well, I love it. And you fly. Do you fly first class?
No.
Do you have a preference in where you sit on the plane?
I like to sit at the very back of the plane because I don't want to
Come on!
screaming.
Why the fuck do they hit every single fucking time when I'm almost
At the
dead?
very back, I'm going to have at least a second of just getting the absolute carnage unfolding in front of my fucking face. So I sit at the back.
William, you have absolutely done it again. The only way to end a show like this is with you. Is there anything you want to do to take us out, William?
Just have fun this week.
You think you'll always be? You think you'll always be in the back of the plane?
Shit, I think I probably...
William Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen, the drawing from Ryan J. Efeld is in. We did it again. How about a hand for Tom Segura, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Get your damn tickets to the Moody Center, February 22nd, 25.
Of course you're gonna
in Denver, September 14th. And everything else awesome.
Fuck off. Fucking bullshit, man. I fucking do that every single time when I'm...
Thank you guys so much, Red Band. Thank you again to Tom Segura, the fucking man. Thank you, live audience. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Bullshit.
Production-wise, behind the scenes of the Critical Role episode, what goes into like creating that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it is a pretty smooth, kind of running engine now at this point. We've kind of gotten it down pat to where we walk in, we turn on the set, we turn on the cameras, and we roll. So there's it's now at this point where it's pretty, everything's set up, everything's good to go. So it's kind of just a runaway train at this point with anything Critical Role. But on the base side of things, we do have a small, but I would say robust, those are a bit contradictory, but it's true, production team. So we have a technical director that comes in, operates this massive TriCaster that we have. We have 1 to 2 producers on set normally who make sure that we have everything that we need, that Sam has any props he might need for the ad read, that we have announcement scripts printed out in front of us or on the teleprompter. We have a couple of PAs, same thing, in case we do need a last minute run to the grocery store, probably for something that Sam needs or an ad read. And then, we kind of turn on the set, turn on the cameras, and get rolling. So everything is kind of moving in that way. Obviously, leading up to it, there was a ton of trial and error that we figured out in the early years, all the way back into the sundry. There was a decent amount of problem solving that went in, and kind of like some proprietary dev work that went into building the set that we're currently on. But it's all kind of form, painting the mold and seeing what sticks, and at this point we've got a pretty good system going. That's on the production side of things. Of course, like Matt can kind of speak in terms of if he needs to come in early to build maps, any type of campaign prep that he has to do. That's kind of all his domain. That being a player, which is always very conflicting with being a creative director, because I like to know everything that's happening on our channel, and that's a very delicate balance that we have struck over the years.
Where the producers come in, because when there's things that Mercer's involved in, I can work with the producer directly with like any sort of ideas I have for an upcoming set piece that I want to build, or like if I don't have time to paint a particularly intricate minion time for what I want to do. I'm preparing every session between every time we play. So a lot of times I'm like coming up with last minute creature encounters or ideas for things I might need the week of, and be like, okay, I don't have time to do this myself because of all the responsibilities. We have a couple of painters that will have time they can go ahead and help finish something that I started. That's kind of like a quick rush. Oh god, oh my god, it's always like the seat of our pants. But that's the nature of playing week to week as we do. But the prep for me is just sitting in my office cave and the Word document open and a Dropbox file with all my world notes organized and trying to build out as much runway that I feel I can comfortably pull through. I'll outline. If it's a one-shot, I'll have an act structure and I'll develop kind of where I want to go, and then I'll build out like a location with a bunch of possible modular things there that might pop up. I'll list NPCs and NPC names in case I gotta make shit up on the spot. And just kind of build out a toolbox for that session, and then pray as I arrive and get really anxious before the camera starts. So, that's my problem.
Quick question for Marisha then. As a player,
Yeah.
are you going in blind to the story and everything like that, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, we have just a player text thread
Right.
that we have that fires up. Generally, if we have a game where we're about to go into like a battle, like a chat drops a map at the end of the session and we know like, oh shit, we're going into a fight, then we have a text thread that's just the players where we'll kind of talk strat sometimes. Often, maybe hours before the game, because we're so busy that we forget to talk strat, and so we go, oh shit, we're filming today. What we're doing? Oh god, we're fighting, we're in A, we're fighting an undead monster, oh shit. And then we like try and remember what spells that we have, or have like a loose game plan. But you know, that's just D&D player battle strat, and that does not mean that we know what we are getting into or have any notion of what that has to say for us.
I think there's frustration sometimes as being the creative director. I'm very particular about keeping everything in the dark. I want everything to be a surprise to the players. I want everything to be authentic for how they react. And, they're still my friends. These are still the people that I love playing with. And for me, the real goal is surprising them, or catching them off guard, or rewarding them for being clever and figuring something out. So yeah, like Travis constantly keeps trying to trick things out of me here and there, and it's become an running gag. But I'm very, very much an iron gate when it comes to that sort of stuff. There's a lot of lore things that even Danny, our lorekeeper, doesn't know yet. There's secrets I hold until it becomes apparent down the road for long-form plans, maybe.
Sounds just like a home game, just elevated slightly, to be honest. Elevated as in the effort of the game. Which would probably happen. I'm sure there are some games that just in a home game and put a lot of effort in. Okay, so this question is, I did a little poll on my channel a few weeks ago asking my audience if they thought a critical role was scripted. And the three answers were yes, no, or it depends on your definition of script. And most people chose it depends on your definition of script. Which made me realise that I guess there's more than one definition of scripted. So I was wondering if you guys would think that, not even just critical role, but even a whole D&D game, do you think that is scripted in any sense of the word?
Yeah, I honestly think what this debate really comes down to is a matter of semantics, truly. I think the word scripted has gotten conflict. Do we prepare? Yes. Matt just stated that he will spend, hours in his office every week to prepare. Will the players think of strategy, or maybe things like, shit, I had this moment with Talison's character and I haven't been able to talk to him about that yet, so next game, if we get a moment, I'm going to try and talk to him. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. In the nature of long-form content, you might have an idea and that moment passes. That, I would say, yes, we prepare, but to the point that you kind of already made, so that's what people do in home games, too, or at least I hope that they do. From a dedication standpoint to people making time in their calendars to get together to play, and the dungeon master who's spending more hours to build this thing for their friends. So yes, I would say scripted no, prepare some plans, sure. I think too, a lot of it really comes down to this moment was so perfect and it had so much kismet, and it was there's no way that couldn't have been scripted, or it was a goal that they were all working towards. No. I think that is just that, age-old adage that is just a little bit of luck. And, luck is just preparation and opportunity. So it's once again, I think you will see that with any type of good D&D game where people are investing. You know, that's just playing off of the information that you have, acting as if the character would act, and going.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of it's been trusted to me, you know, like, I'm to a point, I don't tell the players anything but player reception, and a lot of them don't want to. Even Travis teases me, he doesn't really want to know, because that's part of the art. You know, the whole reason that we think any of this has gotten the attention of us over the years is because it is genuine, it is authentic, it isn't thought out. We don't have, like, you know, bullet-pointed narrative beats we're all trying to get to, like Marisha said. Like, they don't know anything. The most, any sort of, like, pre-set preparation would be if, like, a player came up to me between sessions and be like, hey, I'm thinking about making a magical item kind of like this, could you help me make it? Or, like, you know, two players then being like, hey, my character might have redeveloping feelings, are you comfortable with pursuing something romantic? You know, things that are more like just checking in with your players, making sure things are comfortable, or that they don't do anything that kind of wrestles, you know, balance out of the DM's plot, you know, in a certain direction. Like, yeah, there's a lot of weight on my shoulders to do all this. But, like, it's the way we've always played, it's the way that I love doing it. Yeah, and Marisha's point, anyone who trusts the people at the table, who knows them well and has developed a rapport that strongly, and they're all kind of at that same level of investment for a game, they'll have moments as magical as the ones that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
And many people can attest to that and have attested to that for the years. I wonder if a lot of this comes from people that maybe haven't found the group that's on that same level of trust and being, you know, on the same level of being there for each other to make these things happen. Or if that's just not the kind of way they enjoy the game, which is totally fine too. Like, there's so many different ways to engage with tabletop role-playing games. There's so many ways to find what you love. Depending on the way you enjoy these games, whether it be the, you know, kick down door, kill monster, take loot, to being a very theatrical, almost only improvised narrative, minimal dice experience, there's a whole spectrum of ways to engage and enjoy, and each type of gameplay has its own pinnacle of magical moments, whether that be an incredibly tactical battle that leads to an epic finale where the players outsmart this massive villain and use their cool abilities and synchronization to defeat something that they thought was insurmountable. That's awesome. Versus having an incredible emotional, you know, cathartic moment that none of you expected, but you all were there for it, and when it finishes, you're like crying and going, that was incredible. That happens to so many tables now, but they're all depending on the table and the people that are at them and what you want out of the game. So, like, yeah, there are moments in our series that I'm sure seem impossible to have been natural and improvised from some people's experience and perspective in the game. And I totally get that. I don't begrudge from that. That's not true.
Yeah, and I'll give you this little example. In terms of where I see sometimes people pointing and being like, that's true. There are a very few and far between moments where, because of production, we know that there is a day of footage. For example, one of the more recent ones was Robbie's return as Dory to Critical Role, a handful of episodes ago. The players knew roughly when we were looking at bringing him back, because we have to book and schedule him. At that point in time in the story, Orem, Liam's character, was already messaging him on his sending stone several times. So it's just like, when we're done with this mission, that would be a good time to call it. That's kind of like the most loose things that, once again, I wouldn't even say is scripted. It's just a little bit of planning so that we can bring our friends back in to the table. But even that, we don't know how. Matt knows all of the ins and outs. These people are going to appear. So outside of just being like, make sure you're covered, there's not a lot to it. Another kind of example is those live shows, we have a very limited amount of time. So Matt pulled me and I aside and said, we're going to start with the two of you at the top of this show. It is your job to, as quickly as you can, rally the troops and get them back together. That's it. So, like, you know, I feel like that could be like the closest that people could look to in terms of things being scripted. But like I said, I would just call that preparation.
Yeah, and it was the Wembley Arena, by the way, not the other.
Wembley.
Right,
Wembley Arena. Right.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, like those instances where we have to be out by a certain time. Like they'll turn the lights off and shut down the production at this hour. I have a timer on my table telling me how can I button up this narrative in a way that feels worthwhile for both players and the people that have bought tickets to be there. And so that nudge is like the most I'm willing to give up, because once again, like, my joy is fighting the players. They didn't know that Daniel Sloss was going to jump in with them as a character. They didn't know what was coming. They didn't know what threats they were dealing with, or how it's going to end. Like, it would be smart to do that for a production. It would make things a hell of a lot easier for a lot of people, and a hell of a lot easier on me. But that's kind of my obligation there, because I experience. That's what I love the most about the ending with my friends, and I want to try and protect that at all costs. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. And also, all those things sound like stuff that can usually happen in a home game as well. You've got a friend who is going on holiday, you want to write them out, if you will, for 2 weeks. You would plan that ahead of time, and everyone would know around the table that they were going away for 2 weeks, and that they'll be coming back, obviously. And time limits are always a thing in games. If I know I've only got everyone for 3 hours, I'm gonna, pack up very in depth. And I know I've only got you for another 10 minutes, so
that's okay. We're flexible.
We covered, if you believe there's a big difference between a home game and like an actual play broadcasted online, and the answer was kind of like, you've got to be more prepared for an actual play, but I presume, obviously actual play is a very new thing in the grand scheme of things, and there might be different actual plays out there that do different things, but I presume your overall answer there was kind of like, you just got to be on it more, obviously. There's more at stake.
Yeah. I mean, actual plays will vary in how they do things as well. I've guested and in parts of actual plays that do have some pre-plans that are like, here's where we're starting, and here's where we got to get by the end of the episode, and these are the scenes we're going to do, and improvise in between the lines, if you will. And that's fine for those productions. But like, this is still our game. This is still our home game. The way we've always run things is trusting the players, the performers. And that's the other thing too. We're all professional actors. Like, all of us our main careers for years before we even started playing together was being immersed in our imagination, following those instincts as performers, and living within a character that's not us, and seeing where the logic of that character will take us within, stories that are presented to us. And through these games, we're able to create that whole cloth in the moment. And it's been magical for me since high school, but now it's been magical to watch all my friends realize how incredible these experiences can be, and then somehow we made this company out of it accidentally. So every actual player has their own way of doing it, and their own control state and such, and there's no shade to any of that. That's how people do production. We started as a home game, and we love it for being that experience and trusting in that, and I don't think how we can do it any other way, really.
You put so much work into this. How does it feel when someone just comes up and accuses your stuff of being fake, really scripted?
Honestly, over the years, we take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Because we know the truth, we know the reality, and it's hard not to feel a little excited and kind of thrilled that it's apparently good enough and compelling enough that people think there's no way it can be. So you're like, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's there's like a small facet of frustration because it's like, if only because those narratives end up being perpetuated and often from folks that, you know, might be less interested to want to engage with our stories if they think it is scripted. And it's like, but it's not. But that's really the only instance in where it's a negative feeling. It doesn't like, you know, no, it's why are you perpetuating this myth? I understand if you don't, you know, if you don't have experiences and you believe that, but that's the frustration comes from. But like, we're not offended to Marisha's point. It's well, every time it comes up, it is more than anything just a huge compliment, and I think it speaks volumes to the talent and ability of all the players at that table. And I sure.
That is such a good answer. That was expecting, but yeah, that's so true. That's a great way to look at it. That's why I think a lot of it comes from. There's a little bit of like, it's so good it can't be real. You know, that's where I see a lot of that. It must be scripted because they're all so on point there. But it was interesting you saying that you are professional actors though, because I've seen that a lot. I've seen like, oh, they're all professional actors, don't expect that at your table. And I've always thought of like, what does that, how does being a professional actor kind of add, I guess you're just used to performing in front of the camera kind of thing, like how does being a professional actor help you in an actual play?
I think being a professional actor is just more or less a shortcut to getting to that sort of investment in the story. Any table can get to that level over time with practice and comfort and trust. You know, that what we eventually get to with our games, you know, that people are commenting on in this context, isn't that rare when tables have spent that time together and have established that sort of trust and that buy-in to the world and these characters. But because we're professional actors, we've been training, we've been kind of preparing to do this unknowingly for a lot of time. And so we already have the skills at the ready, as well as that you know, being able to listen to other people in the scene and have an instinctual feeling as to what feels like the right time to come in, what's the right time to button and finish the scene, what's the right time to engage somebody else. Those just come with experience in scene work and narrative. So I don't think it's not something that nobody can attain. Anybody can attain that. And we're not some incredibly, you know, ridiculous level that nobody could achieve. It's just that we have the shortcuts to get there easier and sooner because of our lifelong and professional experience. I don't think it's exclusionary. I don't think other people can't do this either.
Yeah, I think I mean I'll be so bold to say like that they're professional actors that don't expect this from your home game it's kind of a disservice. And I think it honestly be kind of invalidating to what people can achieve in their home games. You know, we've been to countless amount of conventions where we meet and interact with the fans and hear so many stories about people who had these incredibly compelling moments in their games and their character died and they were bawling on the kitchen floor. And that's because it's just, you know, when you invest yourself and you invest that time into this kind of collective art piece that you're doing with your friends, of course it's going to be emotional and you're going to have feelings. You don't have to be able to deliver, you know, a Shakespearean monologue, you know, and a classical and a modern, in order to achieve that. It's just really about, like, you know, these role-playing games are always kind of a device to put a little bit of yourself into these characters that we're all playing. And I don't mean to use them for the role, I mean like collectively everyone who plays tabletop RPGs. So I think it can be a really powerful tool to have these beautiful moments. So I never want that sentiment to dissuade people from playing, or at least like trying it and going for it and kind of giving a bit of that vulnerability at the table, because to that point, if you do have a group that you can trust, and that's obviously a pretty big prerequisite here, and we encourage anyone that we talk to who wants to do this to like talk beforehand, talk about what you do want to kind of experience, and make sure that everyone is on the same page, you know, and get through all of the lines and veils on things that you're willing to go into and things that you're not. And once you get there, you know, I think people will be surprised just really how compelling and moving the stories around your home game. So yeah, I don't want people to use that, like, well, they're actors, so don't expect this as a way to write off that it can happen and that you can have those moments. Because I think that's unfair to everyone who plays tabletop RPGs.
I'd like to change the phrase from they're professional actors to don't expect this immediately. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by a shortcut. We started streaming when we already were good friends for a long time and playing for a long time. We already have that trust on top of having those skill sets already on. But any table can get there if they just might start there. And to Parish's point, it's about expectations. It's about being very open and communicative about what your expectations are.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I often think as well as just a level of like D&D, like CCRPGs in general, are in a weird space where it was, or at least it used to be seen as something happening in someone's basement somewhere, and it looked like in a room with a lot of introverted people. And then, but role-playing is actually quite extroverted in a way.
Yeah.
So if you have a table full of kind of extroverts and theatre kids and stuff, that's going to play so differently to a table full of introverted people, just naturally. But over time, certainly what happened with me, because I was so introverted, and DMing really brought that side out of me, only at the table, only at the table, putting on like a bigger persona and really putting on some gusto, and I find it incredibly helpful in that sense. So, yeah.
No, completely. It's the whole reason I became an actor was because I learned to DM. Like, I had no interest in theater, but as I began playing D&D at the beginning of high school, it was through that experience of creating and embodying these NPCs and trying to write stories for my friends and get them invested in it that I began to find a love of performance. And I'm still kind of introverted to a certain degree, but like it's through role-playing games that I've learned to come out of my shell a little bit. But also give myself permission to say it's okay to be introverted. And sometimes I don't want to go out and be social. You know, sometimes I want to play games with friends that are more tactical, combat-based and aren't so narrative, forward. And being able to allow myself that permission as well. Like, all these things can exist.
Perfect. And very quickly, you guys have pretty much answered this as well, but if there's any final thoughts on it, where do you guys think that the idea that critical role is scripted comes from? What do you think the source of that is?
It can come from a lot of places. I think a lot of it can be people who see what we do and compare it to their games and like as a GM and feel like it somehow diminishes the perspective of what they provide, which I think is both untrue and unfair. Because I can guarantee you there are things that they do with their game that I don't do anywhere near as well too. Yeah, I have a toolbox of silly voices that I trained on for many years, and I have some things I do well in world building, but there are other GMs out there that do combat and tactical, monster building better than I do. There are people out there that have a better idea of setting atmosphere and mood, as you love to do, better pacing when it comes to narrative. Everyone has specialties and things they're really good at, and we all try and learn from each other. But I think some people who don't, who either have an insecurity preset or it triggers an insecurity, use this to make them feel more comfortable, which is, I totally get, and that's totally viable, and I don't want to try and slap that out of your hand either. Like, the whole reason we started streaming is one of the main things that drove me to want to do this was because I wanted to make people less afraid to play. I had the experience growing up of so many people asking me at parties or at events when I mentioned I play D&D, being like, how does that even work? I've always been interested, but I don't know how. And then trying to explain it wasn't enough. You hand someone a book and a couple character sheets, and it's like, I already graduated college, I'm good. And it's like, it was such a difficult thing to convey to people. And so part of the purpose of streaming for us was to show people that, no, it can be fun slapdickery, it can be emotionally arresting, it can be a really fun game where you're trying to beat a challenge as a team, and here's examples of it. It's much easier to send a link on YouTube than it is for me to sit there at a party with a drink in my hand being like, okay, so you roll your strength and dexterity and your constitution stats, but like those are your physical stats versus your mental stats, but they inform your saving throws. You also have skills involved that may or may not go good. You know what, never mind, I'm just gonna leave. It's much easier to just send a link on YouTube. So I think that's probably one source of it, and I think a lot of it is perpetuated by detractors, people that just don't like us, which is viable too. Not everyone's gonna like you.